last week's security pact with Australia could have prevented a diplomatic row. That's how the French are characterizing the words of Joe Biden in a phone call between the U.S. and French presidents that took place just a short while ago. They've agreed to launch in-depth consultations to rebuild trust. Last week, the first time ever that France had recalled its ambassador to Washington. For more, let's turn now to France 24's Philip Turrell from our International Affairs desk. That phone call we've been waiting for happened. What else do we know?
Well, there are about 6 key points coming out of this phone call, Francois. The first one is that the ambassador is to return to the United States next week. So they have smoothed over that episode, and both President Biden and President Macron are going to meet in Europe before the end of October to hold a joint conference together. So those are positive aspects coming out of these talks. Now, the United States has agreed with France. One of the big bones of contention in all of this being that France was not consulted before the decision was made to transfer that contract from France to Australia. And President Biden has admitted that had there been discussions between the two sides, had the allies talked to each other, then such a standoff as the one we've seen between France and the United States and the other countries involved, notably Australia and the United Kingdom, could have been prevented. Now, also in this phone conversation, the two leaders have agreed that the US will recognize Europe's need to be stronger in the field of defense as part of its contribution to NATO. And President Biden has also agreed that there will be strengthened support to anti-terrorism operations led by European states. So basically, when President Biden was being told by the French that he needed to make strong commitments, I think we've seen after this phone call today that there is definitely a willingness on the part of the US president to meet those demands and to try to end this standoff as quickly as possible, because the bottom line here, Francois, is that France is an important and a key ally for the United States. And really, the US can't afford to fall out with France, because it means then that it risks falling out with the whole of the European Union, which is what has been happening over the past few days.
All right, many thanks for that